Great, hi everyone. So today we are going to share a couple of restorative postures. This series is called Rest from Home and it's part of Theta Space Pillow Talk series where we want to share a little bit of sound and yoga to deliver a bit more ease to the body, ease to the mind. Today I have my good friend Kris who is demonstrating the postures for me. And in this segment, we are actually looking at a little bit more of a yin style yoga stretch, where we are going to passively take a stretch with focus on releasing tension in the shoulders. So in a yin yoga practice, what we are looking for is to find the stretch in the target areas. And we would like to go to about 80% of the intensity of the stretch. You will be resting in there for anywhere between 1 to 5 minutes. So it gives the body, the connective tissues in the body, time to be stressed and compressed. For that reason, you do not want to be at 100%. It doesn't really work that way. So if you feel any sharp pains, burning sensations, or discomfort at all, slowly ease out of the posture. And if you have any questions, my Instagram handle and Theta Space contact and details are all in the video description. Please go ahead and drop us a DM, a message anytime you need to clarify anything, all right? So in a yin posture, we are looking at a supported practice. For that reason, we will need 2 blocks today. As you can see, Kris has already 2 blocks on her mat. And because this is rest from home, we basically make it up. So if yoga blocks are not available to you, you can use books, you can use big cushions just to get into a rough idea of the shape. And as long as you feel the stretch, that's great. All right. So if you only have 1 block, that's fine too. Just omit the block and support for the head. Maybe use a thinner book or a big firm bolster. A few options are always available to you. Okay. So for today, we are going to start with a very simple but slow movement to stretch out the upper body as well as to release tension in the shoulders and the neck. So we're just going to come into a comfortable cross-legged seat, peel any excess flesh away from the sit bones and place the hands on top of your knees. Okay, lengthening to the spine, roll the shoulders up, back and down. And if it feels good for you, can I invite you to take a few more rounds like this, up, back, and down. Up, back, and down. 2 more times. And 1. Good. We're going to come into a seated cat-cow. So you're going to fan the hands up towards your chest and interlace the fingers in front of you. From here, we are targeting the stretch across the upper back. As you exhale, you're going to tip the tailbone under, bring the chest towards your chin. Press the palms away from you. As you inhale, you're just going to fan the arms out and bring the hands behind you, interlacing at the back, and maybe just take a gentle arch into the spine. We're going to repeat this a few more rounds. All right, so Kris will continue to demonstrate. Inhale, coming forward, bending the arms forward, and exhale, you're going to round the spine, making sure you feel the stretch across your back. And on your next inhale, you're going to unravel, coming forward, and exhale, bring the hands behind you, interlacing the fingers, and take an arch to open the front of the chest. 3 more times, make it slow. Keep your shoulders soft and relaxed so that the stretch goes into the shoulders. Nicely done. So this is the last set. So as Kris bends her arms back to the back, Interlacing the fingers, opening up the chest. We pause there for one breath. If it feels right for you to drop the head back, please go ahead and do that. All right, we're going to come into a neck stretch. So she's going to release the back band and bring the fist over to her right waist. Okay, and gently you're going to drop your right ear to right shoulder. Good. Taking the stretch to the left side of your neck. Just breathe. Continue to allow your left shoulder to soften away from the ears. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Coming back to center. Let's bring the hands out first. And one more time. Bring it to the front for me. Good. Interlace. Round the back. Inhale, rolling back up. Exhale to the back. Interlacing the fingers behind. Take an opener into your chest. Coming back to center. And let's take the hands over to the left. Dropping the left ear to left shoulder, so that the right side of the neck gets a bit of a stretch. Taking a few deep breaths, softening into the right shoulder. Breathe. Inhale, slowly coming back to center. And exhale, release, shake it out. All right. So if your legs are feeling numb, please shake the legs out, rotate the ankles if you need to. Otherwise, we are going to go straight into the Yin posture. We are going to take supported fish pose, the Yin variation. So with that block, Kris has already set up her block. The first block either goes at level 2, or if it's too much for you, feel free to level it down to the lowest possible option. That block goes behind your bra line. So it's somewhere around your mid back, just below the tips, the bottommost tips of your shoulder blade, the shoulder wing, all right, your scapula. And you're going to slowly lower your head back. Option 1, either having a block support you under your head. However, if you want a little bit more of a stretch and opening for your throat, feel free to remove your block. So we're just going to set up the upper body first. With your legs, you have the option of keeping them bent, like what Kris is doing right now, or you can stretch your legs out and allow your legs to rest on the ground, or you can even fold your legs into a diamond shape, which is what we call your butterfly legs. So remember, we are trying to sustain that stretch for anywhere between 1 to 5 minutes. So please choose something that allows you to stay in intensity where it's about 60 to 80%. So before we come into our rest, we're going to take a little bit of movement because we are focusing a lot on the shoulders today. So Kris is going to draw in a snow angel with her arms fanning it up, out through the side and up over her head. And maybe bringing them back down alongside the hips. Fanning it out to the side. Can we slow it down, my dear? Yes, slow it down, slow it down. And up, over, and down. One more time because we need to change direction. Let's go in this direction. So we are very intentionally moving slowly to lubricate into the shoulder joint. All right. Once you're ready, can I get you to reverse your snow angel circles? nicely done. So 3 rounds at your own pace. And once you're done, we are going to take one more stretch before we rest. So you're going to take eagle arms. Just cross your right elbow under the left and wrap the hands around. The back of hands can touch, palms touch, whichever's available to you. So here Kris has pretty open shoulders. She can rest the hands on her forehead. However, if your shoulders are feeling tight today and you're finding it a struggle to rest in this posture, you can also take the option of wrapping your hands to the back of your shoulders, like you're giving yourselves a hug. So these are a few options available to you. Kris, you don't need to demonstrate, it's fine. Okay, we're just going to stay in here and direct the breath into your shoulders, into the front and the back of your chest. Another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Slowly fan the arms out, shoulder level first. And we're going to switch the crossing of the arms. So if you are following my direction, left elbow under, right elbow on top. If this feels familiar, it probably means you did the same side just now. Just switch it over. It's okay. So remember, you always have options, whether it's the back of hands touching, whether it's your palms touching, or whether you need to give yourself a hug. Just pick something that allows you to find a stretch in the shoulders and the upper back. Just another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. From here, gently unravel the arms. So you have a few options for hand placement in this yin posture. You can take the hands out shoulder level. Other variations you can explore, and you probably might already have an idea of what works for you because we were moving the arms just before this. So see what works for you. Another option will be to hug opposite elbows or have your hands over your head like what Kris is demonstrating right now. If that is too much for your shoulders, because we spend a lot of time hunching over the laptops, even when we are working from home, you can rest your hands on your chest, or you can have them alongside the body, hands resting lightly next to your hips. Find something. We are going to stay in here for 2 minutes. So as we allow ourselves to soften into this shape, simply allow the sounds of the chimes to wash over you and allow your breath to travel generously into the front of your chest as you breathe in. As you breathe out, allowing your shoulders to find more ease. So I invite you to bring your awareness to your shoulders and become aware of any tension that might be carried there. We try to make the exhales a little bit longer than the inhales. Soften the space in between the eyebrows. Relax the jaw. Just a few more breaths. Good. From here, gently unravel the arms and place them alongside the body. So if your legs are in any other position, please step your feet on the ground and bend the knees. Take one hand, maybe the right hand, to the back of your head so that you are able to use the hand to support the chin towards the chest. And you lean over to the left side, the opposite side, so that the other arm can support you. Dropping the legs over, you roll off the props. You can take a few breaths lying down on your side. Release that right arm. Just allow yourself to relax. Nicely done. In any way that makes sense to you, come up to sit. And you're going to place the blocks to the side and lie down in Shavasana for a quick rebound. So a rebound posture is a neutral posture that allows you to notice how the body feels after the yin posture, after sustaining a yin posture for an extended period of time. Just take some time to feel your back on the ground. Very nice. From here, please hug your knees into your chest. Gentle rock side to side, up and down, and you're going to slowly make your way up to sit, whether it is rocking yourselves up or lying down to the side. You okay over there? Okay, so we're going to come into a slightly more restorative posture. It's called legs up against the wall, Viparita Karani. So for this posture, you can do it with no props, or I would recommend at least having a yoga strap on standby so that you can use it to hold the legs in. So if you need to, please pause the video, go and find your props. If you do not have a yoga belt, it's okay. Any belt or even using a ribbon or a big towel to bind the legs is good enough. So if you have your belt, please loop it up. I'm not sure what belt you have, so we'll just make it up as we go. So mine is a double D ring, and I'm going to strap the strap through both D rings and separate them and bring the strap through one of them. Okay, so you're going to loop your belt about hip width apart. That means the length of your hips. Okay, so you're going to scoot yourself towards the wall and just put the strap around mid-thigh. So just get the belt secure and make sure the buckle is not pressing against your skin. It's not very comfy when you put pressure into that piece of metal, okay? So what Kris is going to do is she's going to lie down and swing her legs up do not worry about straightening the legs up. So, yep. So you look like you're seated on your wall, okay? So you allow your legs to relax and let them go. The purpose of having the belt there is so that you are able to reduce any effort necessary for this posture. So with your hands, you can have them resting along the hips or on your hip joint or over your head if you want a little bit more on your back and your shoulders, on your chest and your shoulder. So in the restorative version of Viparita Karani, we are not going to stay in here for as long as what we will do in a more supported posture. But we do not need your buttocks to be next to the wall. No need. Okay? In fact, if it feels too much on the hamstrings, you can take a slight bend into the knees. It really depends on how you feel. So in the posture, I would invite you to take a shape that allows you to be able to rest. This posture is great for draining and encouraging the movement of lymph fluids. It's great if, let's say, you are on your feet all day, many hours a day, or you walk a lot. But since most of us are working from home, it is more likely that we may not be moving as much, but it might also be possible that our nerves might be feeling more frazzled from the blurring of boundaries between office and home. So home usually is a space for rest, but now that we are working from home, that boundary has become a little bit more porous, and sometimes we might feel overwhelmed or like it's a never-ending slew and avalanche of work, of meetings, of messages. So Viparita Karani, it's a great posture to calm the nervous system down because the body is placed in a very mild inversion where the legs are higher than the heart. Now we allow ourselves some time to settle down and feel our spine on the ground. Allow gravity to gently carry your weight as we allow your shoulders to relax, finding ease. The chest generously expands skywards as you breathe in. Belly is soft. Feel your hips on the ground. Allow your legs to rest heavy on the wall. Allow tension to drain away from your face as you breathe in. And long exhale, allow your weight to melt into the mat. From here, slowly start to deepen into your breath. Gently bend the knees, planting your feet on the ground. Bring your hands alongside the body. Release the strap around your legs. If you put the strap around your thighs, release the bind. Take your time, lie down to one side, and you slowly, in your own time, make your way up to sit. Okay. All right. So if you are staying in a space that does not afford you wall space, like my room doesn't really have wall space, so you can also modify legs up against the wall by putting your legs up against a couch or on your bed. I should have mentioned this earlier, but this is something you can try. So, but if you have a wall, that would be nice as well. Okay, so with that, we're going to conclude today's practice. We're just going to bring the palms to touch, thumbs to heart, exhale, gentle bow. So thank you for joining me today, and I hope you guys found a little bit more ease. Do check out this channel for more videos, and I will see you guys online. Stay safe, stay sound. Namaste. Namaste. Thank you.